Hi guys, this is the Midnight Sketcher here, and this is going to be the first in a series of videos that I'm going to do, where I basically take an older car or a classic car and redesign it for the modern day. And today we're going to start out with the Toyota MR2, which is a car that's near and dear to my heart. I actually own one of these. I own a Mark III, and I absolutely adore this car. So yeah, I want to do this justice. It's looking more and more likely now that they are going to re-release the MR2, probably in the form of an EV, electric vehicle. And I'm going to base it loosely on the concept that was just revealed, which is looking like that is based on what the MR2 is going to look like. So I'm going to take inspiration from that. I'm also going to take inspiration from the other gens that came before it as well. Most notably probably the Mark II, because I know that's the one everyone loves. So yeah, and basically I'm keeping in mind that I want this to be an affordable sports car for the modern day. So I'm not going to go too crazy with the design. I'm not going to make it super expensive. It just needs to be a cheap sports car. I mean, the Mark II was the poor man's Ferrari. It's got that nickname. So yeah, let's crack on with it and see what we come up with. So I've started with a rough sketch basically of the side view just to give an idea of what it is I'm going for. So I'm keeping in with that traditional mid-engine layout, keeping the greenhouse of the car right in the middle for low center of gravity, like all the MR2s are known for. This window piece here, the way it's shaped like that, I thought to incorporate that because it's something you see in a lot of the modern Toyotas, like the 86, GR86, and the GR Supra. They all have this kind of shape here on the window. So I wanted to go for that. I'd never really seen that being done in a soft top before. I don't know if it would be difficult to engineer that, but maybe I'm thinking maybe make that like a plastic, that bit of glass there, like a plastic, so it folds in easier or something. I don't know. That would be something for the engineers to figure out, but I just thought it would look cool, and I don't really ever see that on a sports car, so I thought that would make it unique. In terms of the proportions and the shape, I've basically kept it to the Mark III's kind of proportion, where it's sort of, not one part of the car is higher or lower than the other. It's sort of even all the way through. It's maybe slightly bigger at the back, but even all the way through, which I think is really cool. Gives the car a really cool stance and look to it. It's just sleek looking. Something I love about the Mark III. Yeah, I really wanted to show the DNA of what the MR2 is, which is basically taking inspiration from, fast European cars, or, like Ferraris, Lancias, that kind of thing. I wanted that DNA to sort of show through. I wanted the sleekness and kind of elegance of those cars to kind of show through. So yeah, let's move on to the next bit. Now I'm going to do a 3/4 front view, and then I'm going to do a rear view, and then I'm going to colour them, so sit tight for that. So there's the front and the rear design done. So what I tried to keep in mind throughout the whole design is basically line flow. You don't want lines to be flowing in all crazy directions and not meeting up with each other. You want lines to flow through one another, especially in car design. So here you can see I've got the headlights here. They kind of come through here, flow through the A-pillar, back down to the C-pillar, and then they kind of wrap around through the headlights. I've also added this ducktail here, which kind of wraps around the whole body quite nicely and kind of ties it all together, which I think is quite nice. The brake duct at the front here, on the front bumper, the headlights and the brake duct kind of converge to the middle, which I think is quite a nice dynamic, has a nice dynamic look to it, I think that. Same with the bump here, the lines kind of converge to the middle. And something I tried to keep in mind as well, this comes from the Mark III, this idea of having the headlights and the tail lights be pretty much the same. But I think that ties in nicely as well. It's a nice design feature that ties in nicely. Something I liked about the Mark III. That looks pretty cool. And a few things I've taken from the FT1 concept as well. The Toyota FT1 concept is the brake duct here. The shape of it is kind of from the FT1. If you look at that car, the headlights here, I've gone for a style that is reminiscent of the Mark II's side lights. If you see the side lights on the Mark II, the shape of those, that's kind of what I've gone for there, but a more modern interpretation of it. And other than that, I've just taken a lot of things from modern Toyotas, mainly the GR Toyotas, like the GR Yaris has this kind of thing where it wraps around. Well, a lot of Toyotas have that actually, where it all wraps around there at the front to the badge. And you see here the rear bumper here. I wanted the rear bumper to kind of lift up a bit. I kind of put this cutaway in here, which kind of lifts the rear up and makes it look lighter, basically. And you don't want the bumper to be trailing down here because that looks heavy. You know what I mean? So I have got a diffuser there, but that will be black, so that will blend in. The main body part you'll see here is the rear bumper cutting up here. So yeah, if you're wondering what this is here, that's basically the side mirror of the future. So a lot of car manufacturers are going to be doing that now, where they just have a camera as the side mirror. The Honda E's already done that. So I think that's definitely where we're moving to in terms of tech, because traditional side mirrors now are just outdated looking. You know, they're going to be doing away with that at some point soon. So yeah, next stage is the colouring. Going to add some colour to it, so yeah, let's get on with that. Okay, so that's the colouring done. I'm quite happy with the way this has turned out actually. I would definitely own one of these if they actually came out and it looked like this. I'm quite happy with what I've done. It could very easily be an electric vehicle as well. Like, obviously it's got no front grille. I've not designed the front grille on this because cars are kind of going that way now anyway. And if I was to just do this, if I was to just get rid of the exhaust here, so let's just blend that in there. Easily, this would easily work as a electric car. Which, if they do bring back the MR2, they are most likely going to make it an electric car, given that announcement that happened recently. So, yeah, if you like this, I'm hoping to do a lot more videos like this in the future. If you like this, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. That would really help us out. And I hope to see you in the next one.